Hi everybody, welcome to my big tidy up. My name's Dee Dee. Thanks for checking out my channel today. Now today, here's what I got on the menu. Today I am headed upstairs to work in our primary bedroom, and then I am going to step out on the balcony and give it kind of a little refresh and tidy up since we do use that balcony all through the year and I want to get it ready for fall and winter. Now as far as the bedroom goes, I'd like to say I'm going to give it a makeover, but I guess it just depends on what your definition of a makeover is. Now, if you think a makeover is only painting and rearranging all the furniture and adding new pieces, well, then it's probably not a makeover in your eyes. But to me, I am going to give it a makeover. I'm going to be changing the bedding, and I want to kind of give it a new vibe in there. Before, it's just been kind of blah, plain. And I know that a lot of people like their bedrooms to be very peaceful and relaxing and spa-like, but I kind of want to jazz mine up a little bit. I want to level it up a little bit, make it a little brighter and cheerier, and that's what I'm working for today. So instead of being down here talking, let's get upstairs and start doing the thing, and let's get tidy. Okay, tidy uppers, I have headed upstairs, and this is the area that I want to transform and give it a bit of a makeover and refresh. It's our primary bedroom, and then I do want to step outside and kind of tidy up and refresh the balcony for fall and winter. Now, as far as what I think is going to make the biggest impact, I think changing this bedding will make the biggest impact. Now, if you've been with me a while, you might remember I bought this from Ollie's for $20, maybe $22, $23. 4 years ago, and it has lasted a long time, but it has seen better days. And I saw this and I thought, what did I get on there? I need to scrub that off. Well, I washed it. It's not. It's the fluff coming through. It has just seen its better days, and it's time to get something new. Now, I do like the blue in here, so that's what I picked up. I picked up another blue bedspread from Amazon because I have a lot of neutral colors in my home. And so this is one room that does have color, and I'd like to keep it that way, but I'm going to change it up just a little bit. Now, as far as what I'm going to do as far as these placemats, I put them on here to kind of protect the furniture, but I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but every little fuzzy, every little thing shows up. So I am going to wash those off the nightstand and the runner here off the dresser. And then I will see if I'm going to put them back. I could use them in the basement since I have blue in the basement as well. I'm going to go and raid a little bit of decor from other areas to see if I can bring some new pieces in here and just use things I've already got. I need to do a deep clean of the floors, vacuum and shampoo the rugs. And let me show you what I'm working with today as far as the bedspread, because I've had it laid out in here trying to get the wrinkles out, and I've been using some wrinkle remover. But this is what I'm going to be putting in the bedroom. So I really want to pull the gray as well. That's why I'm not sure if I'm going to use those placemats or not. But here's what I'm going to be working with. I'm really excited about it. And I did get 2 pillow covers from Amazon, and this is a story in itself. And I got 2 more for free, and I'll explain that later. But I think I'm going to be putting those in the room. They don't match exactly, but they may not go on the bed. I've got my supplies ready to go, so I'm just going to start taking the bedroom apart and get it going. Well, that took less than 1 whole minute for my hair to get on my nerves. And I don't even know why I just don't start off with a ponytail every time, because anytime I've got something major to do in my home, oh, you best believe my hair is in a ponytail out of the way. And a friend of mine and I joke when she'll ask me, oh, what do you got going on? What are you doing for the day? And if I say, oh, I got a lot, it's a hardcore ponytail day, which means I got some serious stuff to accomplish. Now, as I mentioned earlier, my plan is to try to give this bedroom a more modern, more fresh, a little bit brighter look, which I know is going to be a bit of a challenge because the decor I'm using is stuff that I already have, which is probably not real modern or fresh since it's older, but I think I can accomplish it by trying to add some white pieces and some light gray pieces into the room that will tie in with the new bedspread, because pretty much before I just had the navy and a couple of cream pieces, so I'm thinking by adding some white, and then I've got the white in the fireplace, I think the white in the bedspread will tie it all in together, and it will end up looking a little bit more modern and a little bit more fresh. You know, at this point, I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with this old bedspread. It's obviously a little bit wore out, so I'm not even sure if anybody could use it, but if anybody can, I'm sure not going to give it to them dirty. And I've got to wash the placemats and the runner anyway, so I'll just throw in the bedspread and I'll figure out what to do with it later. I'd like to change how I decorate this mantle, but I'm limited just a little bit because there's an outlet and an old cable cord on the wall right above it. So I feel like I have to be strategic where I place things because I absolutely hate the looks of that outlet and that little cord nubbin sticking out. And even though we've thought about removing it, at one time we did have our television up there, so it is convenient for that, but I feel like I'm always having to find a piece that will cover it up or camouflage it somehow. And of course, it's not centered. Oh no, that would be way too convenient. It's off to the right just a little bit, so it's always a problem. Now, I knew this room would need a good deep cleaning before I could change up the decor or do anything else, and if my furniture was darker, it would probably be more obvious. But you know, I really think this is probably the most neglected room in my home. And yes, bigger messes happen in the kitchen when you're cooking and all of that, and those are obvious messes that need to be cleaned up, and I'm in those spaces all the time. But when I'm in my bedroom, I'm either getting up, getting ready, and getting out of the room to move on to start with my day, or I'm concluding my day and I'm trying to get ready for bed and go to sleep. So I honestly think I don't clean this room near as often as I do every other room in my home, and I guess I'm just now putting that together. And I probably should be cleaning this room just as often or more often because we go in and out and step on the balcony. Sometimes we leave the door open on cooler days. So I don't know what my deal is. Does anyone else neglect their bedroom? Do you guys keep the same cleaning schedule in your bedroom that you do other rooms? It's okay if you do, and I'm the only one dropping the ball. Just let me know. And speaking of dropping the ball, I did not know until I walked into the room with the bedspread that it was reversible. I'm not even kidding you. I went and looked at the Amazon link. It didn't mention that it was reversible, and in the photos, it only showed one side. So this is both good and bad news, because the good news is, well, I feel like I got 2 bedspreads for the price of one. And the bad news is, we all know how I love to overthink things, so now I have to decide which side I'm going to use. Let the overthinking begin. Since I was downstairs, I wanted to start trying to find some decor I could use. Now, normally during the fall and winter months, I don't have a lot of bright greenery sitting out for the most part, but I thought it would make the room look a little bit brighter, a little bit fresher. And I know I don't have a lot of extra decor anymore, but that's okay because I really don't want a lot up in that room. And truthfully, we know I'm probably not going to clean it real faithfully anyway. But if I'm going for modern, modern isn't cluttered. I think of modern as more sleek, more minimalistic. So basically, if it's bright white, gray, and not overly complicated, I'm going to grab it. And I'm going to take this blue candle too, even though I think it's too blue. I'm going to grab it just in case. I am going to grab a couple of pieces from the TV cabinet because I actually have an idea of where I could use them up in the bedroom. And I know I need to do something different with this little area. It's been something I've been struggling with. So if you guys have any ideas, feel free to share because I can't think of anything. The thing is, though, my youngest grandson is now at the age where he is standing and can pull anything out of the area. So if you've got any suggestions on how I could decorate it, I would love to hear them. It just can't be anything that's breakable in there, and it needs to be something that I could easily put back because, you know, he might just run off with it before it's all said and done. Well, here is how I think I'm going to start out with the bedspread. The other way with more gray was just a little bit busier of a pattern, and I think I'm going from no pattern to a pattern, and this is enough change. I need to work my way into the other side, so I think I'm going to start out with this. Now, as far as the pillow covers, there is one of the pillow covers, and from a distance, it looks like it matches, and that's how I'll be using them. Here's the other one, and you can see it's very different, and the thing is, when I ordered these, I ordered this size, and there were 3 navy colors to choose from, believe it or not. Light navy, navy, and navy blue. Well, I picked the one that matched what I thought was the bedspread. Well, when I got the order in, I got like the huge big pillow covers that were like twice as big, like almost as big as these shams. And so I filled out a return. I got the wrong size, the wrong color. Well, they said, just go ahead and keep them. They did not make me send them back, but I did want them. So they sent these, and they don't really match either. So the long and short of it is I'm going to use them, I think, from a distance. And I've got 2 huge ones down in the basement that I'm going to go ahead and use for the basement. Because if you guys remember, I have all of these pillows, and they came with the furniture. I have never liked these. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the ones in the basement. The pillow shams that I got, the pillow covers are like this size, too big. So I'm gonna restuff them. And as far as the little pillow covers that I've got now for the bedroom, I think I'm gonna take this apart and I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff them. And I think this pillow here that I have, I've had it forever. It's always been overstuffed. I bought it this way, so I think I'm gonna take some stuffing out of that, and I'm just gonna work on these pillows before I start the floor, and then I'm gonna start putting out decor. Well, everything is dry. I've got the runner back on the dresser, but I'm not sure. What do we think? Do we think nightstand with the placemat or nightstand without the placemat? I can't decide. Am I gonna have too much blue? I know I'll have a pillow in the chair. I know I'll have a little blue over here. Is it too much? Does it make it look cheerier to have the placemat? Does it look more sleek without? Does it anchor the bed? Or should I take the placemats off? I don't know. I think I like it better with the placemats on. What do we think, friends? Shine on me, shine on me. Shine on me, shine on me. I've been going out of my head. I've been waiting for someone to give me help. All I'm asking for is just some space and some time, then I'll be alright. I've been having thoughts in my mind I can't get out. Tell me things I can't say myself from you and nobody else. Everything is out of my sight. Well, I think I've got the room done except for the floors. I do need to vacuum. There's a moth back there. And shampoo the high traffic areas. I'm not gonna move all the furniture, but I am gonna get the high traffic areas. But before I do that and get the floor wet, I am gonna come out here and tidy up the balcony just a little bit. We had some rain the other night, and the way the wind was blowing, it really blew this way, and we had to hang the rug up to dry. So I need to put that back. I'll be trading this out for a lantern since we won't need it really to repel bugs so much as it gets into the fall and the winter. And then I'm gonna do another spray of these cushions because we do keep these cushions out all year long. So I just wanna Scotch Guard them one more time. I'll wipe this down, maybe bring out a candle since it won't be so hot that it'll melt it now, and call it good. For is just some space and some time, then I'll be alright.
I've been having thoughts in my mind I can't get out. Tell me things I can't say myself from you.
I initially thought I might bring a candle out here, but I think I'm just going to wait because in the next week or so, I am going to decorate the outside of my home for fall. And if I have anything left over, I think I might bring it up here. I usually try to add a little something for fall up here, but since only my husband and I really see this space, well, except for you guys when you watch my videos, I try to wait until all the other spaces are done, and then if I have anything left over, I bring it up here. So I think today I'm just going to worry about protecting the furniture and tidying up for now. I've always had this little rug underneath this little side table out here, but since I'm trying to incorporate a little more gray and white into the bedroom, I think I might try to layer it on the other side of the door. Since this rug is pretty thin and the little blue one I already have on the other side of the door is super thin, I don't know. I just think it might add a little interest if I layer the two rugs. We shall see. Well, friends, I was actually going to delete this out, but if you can't laugh at yourself, then who can you laugh at? And we're all friends here. Does anyone notice anything wrong with this picture? Yes, I'm proceeding to shampoo the rug, and I forgot to put the water tank on, and I'm thinking to myself, this doesn't even look like it's working. So I touch the carpet. Well, it's not wet. What's going on here? Do I have the buttons pushed right? Well, maybe it's the soap. Maybe the soap isn't snapped in, so let's try that. Well, I don't know. Maybe the guard's not snapped in on the front. Let's try that. Or the hinge isn't working. Let's move it back and forth, up and down, see if we can get that shampooer working. And then it finally occurs to me, water would be nice. Yes, water would be nice. Water dump number 1. I guess that shampooer does work after all. Water dump number 2, and I did go ahead and shampoo the upstairs hallway as well. And remember, friends, we don't judge, we just support.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be a final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. There's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. Oh, oh, we come alive. We come alive. Oh, we come alive. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive in the nighttime. There's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I.
Well, tidy uppers, that's a wrap for today. The bedroom is done, and I even made it out to the balcony and gave it a little freshen up too. And I hope this video gave you a little inspiration and reminded you that you can refresh a room for little or no expense, shop your own home, take some decor from one place and move it to another, and you've got a whole new look and a whole new atmosphere. I sure do appreciate you being here. Please take care of yourself, and as always, until I see you in the next one, stay tidy.